Praise the Lord, brother. It's Pastor Mark McGee with Remedy Church. I didn't tell anybody I was doing this as part of something I'm trying to work on for a special thing coming up, and I need you guys' help with it. And so the best way to get help in this situation is to see if I were to do these things with people watching, pay attention to it. Basically what this is a video to help people's ministries. As you know, before, I've always had a passion about helping people. And a lot of times I find things or see things that have resources that I try to give to people, friends, people in ministry, loved ones. And what I realized that some people say, well, I don't understand what you're giving me, how you're doing the things you do. We've been complimented on many things like our streaming broadcast or program, and sometimes my flyers or the way I get different things. And so this is basically like a test run of something I'm trying to work on. And so I really appreciate if you can share this with people, because it's actually knowledge they can have and use, and it's free. So these are resources to help you in your ministry during COVID and just period, whether you are revitalizing something or planting or starting. These are little tools, only a couple, not a lot I'm about to show you. And then in hopes that in the future, I can give you more details and see if we can put something together. So this is just a test run that I'm doing right now to show you some tools you can use and pass it on to your pastors, your ministry team, or even yourself. So we're going to cover a couple topics today. Some of the topics we're going to cover just to show you. The first one is going to be, you guessed it, video calling. That's why I have the screen of people on there. Going to be talking about video calling. Some people see Zoom, which is a really good program. There's other programs like Google Meets that I've used before and a lot of my programming. So I'm going to show you how Google Meets is actually free. You do not have to have a business account. They actually made an upgrade about 6 months ago because of Zoom. And so I'm going to show you what Google Meets looks like and how I've used it in ministry, and just tell you the pros and cons. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to have a Gmail account. A lot of people don't know what Gmail is. It's the Google email account. And also with YouTube, YouTube is also connected through Gmail. So as you can see right here in this corner, this is our Remedy Church kind of logo. I have an email I created through Gmail. So if you don't have a business account email and you really want one, you can do a Gmail account. Put the church's name and just Gmail, and it's really good. A lot of safe topics and tips. But basically what you want to do, you want to go into the email itself. So I'm going to my Gmail. It's loading. Thank y'all for watching, man. I know it's kind of boring, but I'm just trying to help people. And I really didn't plan this. I was just praying, and the Lord just laid it upon my heart to go forth and do it. It's almost done. Sometimes Gmail take a little while. Got a lot of emails, man. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. So as my email is loading still, try to do it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit left. Come on. You can do it. All right, y'all. If we don't do it this way, I got another way to do it. Come on. Yeah, come on. I had just opened it too, or I started the program. So if this doesn't work, I have another way to do it. Okay, here we go. So if you look right here in the bottom left corner, it says start a meeting or join a meeting. This is actually through Google Meet. This is their kind of Zoom platform. I say all my different emails. So from right here, you're gonna just click start meeting. So now that we did that, I'm gonna exit out of here. Okay, it's gonna load a screen up for you. Okay, and this is Google Meets. So right now, I'm not going to use the camera because I'm using it for you guys, But what happened is it will ask you permission to go ahead and use the camera that you have currently. I'm actually using a webcam right now. You can use your tablet, you can use webcam, cell phone, whatever you want to use. So right now I think I'm going to stop my camera. I think it's trying to find it. Then it tells you right here, you'll be able to join in a moment. It's actually creating right now a, see, starting camera. Let me turn that off. It's actually creating an account for you right now. It's creating a meeting password, a meeting ID, a meeting address that you can send an invite to people. So it's actually loading it up right now. Okay. And then it jumps on once it has, are you ready to join? And then it has some tools right here, closed caption you can have and things of that nature. Still has an email account from the Remedy account that I have. Now, because I'm sharing my screen right now and I have multiple things going on, this is why it's kind of slow. But usually it doesn't take this long, and it's trying to see what I'm doing. It's trying to see if I'm using from one angle or another. So it's gonna wait. I just had it too. Okay. Turn the camera off there. We turn the mic off there. Another good thing to have is have a very fast internet. And what I'm using right now is actually a desktop. I'm not using a laptop, I'm using a desktop. So it says ready to join. This icon right here says to present, and this is to join. It's telling me that my audio is connected. It's actually showing the video, as you can see me, because I paused the video from here. And so now what's going to happen is I'm going to click join. It's telling me nobody else is there. So it's really cool. It tells you when people are in it. Now, the reason why I like this feature is a couple of reasons. At the top right here, you actually have the people. You can show everybody like you would do in Zoom. And right here as well, you have it where you guys have a chat. And then it shows you the speaking and the time frame. And right now it says Remedy Church. Meeting detail, which is really good. Right here, it tells you the detail of the meeting itself. So Google Meet, this is the link if you want to do it. It says copy to join. So you can do attachments and anything like that. So you can have actually joining information. You can take this link, you can copy it, you can email it to somebody. Other thing I like right here is basically at the bottom, it is the mute button. And then right here, this is the video button, the video right here. And then this is actually to hang up or to leave the conference. Close caption, so I'm sharing my screen, you can share it through that way too. It shows it at the top. And then right here in the corner is good. If you were to click on it. You have an option where you can go ahead and share this with people while you're actually in the program itself. So you can do the layout, the full screen, the captioning. And there's also an option I can call somebody. So if I were to, and then you can change how you want to see people on the layout. So the cool part is now that I've done that, right, showed you the program, really simple, really nice. You cannot, as of right now, stream with this. So for example, how I do my videos is I'm actually on Facebook and I'm on YouTube at the same time through a program called StreamYard. You can't with this one. You can only record it when you start. So when I actually start the meeting, somebody's in there, the option will tell me to record, and I can record the conversations and everything that's on video. I can send it to the Google G Drive with the cloud, and I can post it on YouTube or Facebook, but I cannot stream live. This is one of the reasons why if you're doing like a Bible study, you're doing a small group and nobody really wants anybody to see what's going on, you can use this up to 250 people. 250 people can get on here, and you can do the same layout as Zoom. So Now I've done it, I'm gonna get out of there. So we actually left the place right now. So the camera's back on. So we actually were able to get into the Google Meets. You can hang up, you can save it, you can come back to it later on, you can share it. So Google Meets is a free tool as long as you have a Gmail account. You can set it in your calendar. So once you have it in your calendar, it'll send an invite out to everybody. So it's really cool and amazing to use. So we talked about the conferencing part. Another thing about right now is actually a program that I'm familiar with. It's called Passion for Planting. Keeping church planters focused on people. Passion for Planting is a wonderful website. It is a phenomenal website. This is where I do a lot of my demographics from. So for people who don't understand demographics is important. So I'm going to show you the website first. It's actually right here. It's church-planting.net. Some things they have there, but give you a full scope. Okay, so right here it has home button. It has about the assessments. They actually have free assessments to help you in the process of rebuilding, planting, structuring, all types of assessments. And they actually have a guide, step-by-step digital program out to show you. So they have free trainings as well. So they have a boot camp that is free. They have foundationals about how do you do things. They actually have a church planter residency. And so this is a very good program if you're trying to get some credits and learn some things. Then they have a tutorial about how to do things in their program, and they have free online courses. Courses are phenomenal. So get the planter plan. This is actually a good thing. I'm going to show you what the planter plan is. I've actually used it. I'm still using it. This is the planter plan right here. So it's actually a start to finish layout for how much time you're going to take to launch what you're doing. So I'm using this currently right now because we're doing the Remedy online and we're actually thinking about planting in another area. And so as you can see, it actually has the name of what I'm doing, the tasks, the reports, the projects, and this is all free. And I put the date to have my ministry at a certain point I want it by January 2021, which is not that far away, but it's a basic project I'm doing. And so it says everything that's overdue, everything that's current, and what needs to be done now. It tells you how many tasks. And if you can look, it breaks down what you have to do. Getting started, affirming the call. Make sure you know what you're doing in ministry. Make sure you know you're called to do the ministry. And then it has appropriate graphic area for the new church, the demographics I talked about. And then complete a self-assessment, undergo formal assessment, get a copy of your church planner assessment report. This report breaks down where you're currently at in your process of planting or revitalizing, or if you're taking over a church. You can literally click on this tool. And then right here, it tells you the purpose and it tells you what to do. And it's really good. You just mark it off. All right. So, and then over here, plan a visit target area when you visit the target area. And then you have different milestones and conversations. The self-assessment, I'm going to show you that real quick. So the description. So all this you have to do. The vision, can envision a desired future and sell the vision to others. Is self-motivated, is able to create, buy into others. These are all different things you need to have. And then I love this because down here, there are different paid for programs and free programs. Pathway Learning is on here. Namba Assessments on here. Acts 29. And then it tells you the 12 signs you're a spiritual entrepreneur. It helps you say between these 12 signs that you're ready to do the work. And if not, to work on them. Beautiful thing to have. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let me go ahead and click on here. Get a copy of church planner process, read the coaching, select your coach, schedule your meetings, call about the assessment report, milestones, and the getting started phase. So it's really, really helpful, really good. Define high-level goals, coaching checkpoints when you have people involved, develop an intercessory prayer team. These are all things you have to do. Read this prayer team overview. Everything you need to plant, rebuild, to take over or focus on a new mission and vision. Partners in fundraising. These are free tools to have. No charge for it whatsoever, just the email account. So it's planterplan.com, which is really good. And so I talked about earlier, which we get into, is about the demographics report. A lot of people don't know. I learned about it because I did something wrong and I needed help. Got my Mountain Dew, y'all. What you want to do is before you get into an area, or if you're already planning an area, you want to have a demographic report. Let me show you what it looks like. Beautiful thing. They do it for free. So if I go back to the church planning webpage I was looking at, right? And if you go to resources, free demographics report, all right? So basically what you do is you click on it, which I'm gonna click on it. You have the phone number at the top, they're out of Virginia. So what this is a summary of population, income, race, age, education, and marital status, as well as census data and future projections. The trends, the executive summary report, charts, household summary, and income summary. It usually takes about 3 days to get it. I've gotten some within 24 hours, depending on how big is your project. And you basically want to go ahead and fill out this information. So your first name, last name, the church name, the project you're working on, the email, select who you are, the address, and all this information. I always do a 5-mile radius. And so once you do all that, you submit it. And what you're going to see is once you submit the documentation, you'll see a report like this. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so this is actually a report from Alteryx. Some people who know about doing work in the field and doing different things with environmental or building, you use this report. Now, this is what they use, which is free, and it's amazing. Let me show you. So this is a Monticello plant we did. I put the address in, South Jefferson Street, 685 Monticello, and that's where the church is on the map, and then this is the 5-mile radius in a circle. Beautiful. When you scroll down, it automatically gives you people's household incomes based off the census and the data. So you see it says from 2018 in purple A and 2023. And so there's projections in it. So currently right now, how many percentage of the household income is this amount and this amount? Really good to know what your people are doing in the area, who you're going to minister to. Are these low income areas? Are these mid income? Is it blue collar, white collar? What are we doing? The seasonal population by quarter kind of tells you the populations that has it. Household size. This is a beautiful thing. As you can see, A is one person in the house, which is 27% in that area. In that 5-mile radius, 27.9% are one person households. But if you look at the purple, which is the maximum one, it's 37.7%. That is a 2-person household. So in that area we were doing from 2018 part A, it's saying that majority of people in that 5-mile radius are in a 2-person household. It could be a mother and a child. It could be a married couple. It could be all types of people. And then you kind of see from here how it dwindles down so you know what you're dealing with. Like you see, it says F is yellow, 3.6%, which means that it's 6 or plus people in there. D is 10%, which is 4 or more people. And C is 3 or more people. So 2 or more was the biggest one. And this is the other thing I like about it. It tells you your age. So many times I've been to people's churches and tried to help out with little projects. And it always amazes me because at a certain point, if you've been there 10, 20 years, 5 years, if you took over the church or you're planning, you need to know your age of people you're dealing with. This is very phenomenal. You see right here that it shows you in the dark blue, 65 and up. And so in 2000, this was the population. We're in 2020. So I should go off the year back. I go from 2018. That's what I go off of because that was the latest data. So you see in that area, the purple and the red are the biggest ones. So purple is 55 to 64 in that 5-mile radius and 45 to 54 in the 5-mile radius, followed by the 35 to 44. And then after that, you go into the 25 and the 34. So you're looking at 25 technically up to 64 being a predominant area. But don't forget, you do have, it says right here, about over 625 people that are in the age range of 15 to 24, as well as 5 to 14. So there goes your youth program. There goes your senior ministry. And then here goes your regular outreach program. And so you know in that 5-mile radius who you're dealing with. Race and ethnicity, very important. You want to know how many people of race and ethnicity is in your area. You just need to know. I've seen many pastors have a struggle with this, but this is a blessing. It's not a shocker. You know who you're reaching. You know the age bracket. You know everybody looks and sounds like and talks like. And when I say looks and sounds and talk like, I mean Some people, are they Spanish speaking? Are some people, as they would say, are they Hispanic? Are they another race? Are they Asian? They're white? They're black? And so you're not confused when somebody comes to your church who is Hispanic, who is Asian, who's asking, do you have a program? Because this is the area that is within your 5-mile radius. And so right here, you see that's predominantly white in Monticello that I saw, next being a black. And then you see roughly a little Hispanic and the other race. Other race is not determined. But so by looking at this, I know what my area kind of looks like and who's coming to the church and who's coming to the events. And so it's just so you can shape your ministry. You can really see the different types of culture and music and what's going on. So you have age, race and ethnicity, you have background, household income. Education. It tells you about the education of it. It tells you the grade education. Let's go with D. This is the amount of people who have associates. E, this is the amount of people who have some college. And then you see the bachelors and the graduates, which are the F and the Gs. So I see right here that is C, meaning that majority of people in our area, we're going off the 2018 bracket, majority of them have 2018 C, high school diplomas. And it's been like that in the other area as well. So it's been like that in 2010 and 2020 that majority of people had only high school grads. This helps if you want to do a program for trades. If you want to get like your local area that does volunteer work or trading programs, you can say there's people who have high school, graduates, but don't have a degree. And you can try to cultivate and find a university or a college to promote them what they're doing, a trade school. All right. Marital status, okay? Purple, 42% are married in that area. So it tells you what's going on. Widows are separate. And then another thing right here is the language spoken. A is predominantly English. And so this helps you get prepared for the church and what you got going on, which is really good. And I like this part right here. It talks to the male-female ratio from the census data, as well as it tells you ethnicity again, race and culture, age bracket, the percentage of people now, how many are there, the finances, the labor, blue collar versus white collar, says it right there. And so these are all good tools for you to have when you're trying to do this ministry the right way. And this is a free resource. It didn't cost anything. It takes 72 the most because of COVID right now, but usually I get it within 24 hours. Put your name information in there, you're ready to go. Another thing about Passion for Planting I'm gonna show you that I love that's so amazing. If you go into free resources, I need you to look at this. They have free downloads. And so I'm gonna go to free downloads. The cool thing about Passion for Planting that I found out that nobody else knew is this stuff right here. They have articles, checklists, ebooks, Google Drive, graphics, manual, presentation, sample templates, samples themselves, and worksheets for simulation, for branding, for brochures, for business cards, for knowing people's callings, for the children's church, for coaching, for demographics, for discipleship, equipment. So some people don't know, I struggle with finding an equipment list, and even have launch strategies and launch teams and facilities. I went to, let's just say facilities, which is really cool. Click on it. How to launch your vision, how to do leadership, legal work. If you have any legal questions, they have the documentation for it as well. Look at this, y'all. This is a PDF that talks about what church insurance you need, the basics of it. This is a church planning one-on-one that's free presentation. Facility, equipment, and strategy template. This is really good. Facility brainstorming worksheet. If you're like, I don't know where we need to go, I'm trying to find a place to go, what should we do? Click on this right here. And then what I also like is that they have other churches that actually did these processes. And what they did, which is so amazing, they actually put their names in there. Now, to unlock it, you have to go ahead and put in your email address and create an account. So I want to show you guys because some people might say, oh, I can get on it. Only thing they ask for is you to put your name information and the email. You have free access. First name, last name, email, city, zip code. That's it. Just like we did the first time. So once you do it, you're good to go. All right. So a lot of coaching tools, a lot of project tools, a lot of management tools. That's really good. Really amazing. All right. Okay, now that I've shown you that, we're going to get to the next point of our discussion, which is going to be poster my wall. All right, so I'm going to get out of this portion right here, which is really amazing. Ooh. Go here. Poster my wall has been a lifesaver for me for many things. When I'm doing street art for overlays, if I'm looking at different pictures and things I want to do, it's been phenomenal. So I'm going to go into poster my wall. Hopefully it saved me in there. If not, I'll just put it in. When I first started ministry, flyers, handouts, spectacular things to use for church service. It was really hard to find, and I found this thing. You can create it, download it, and it does it for you. So I'm actually logged in. As you can see, the Remedies logo, the old logo. Yeah, I'm in here. And then, sorry, sometimes it does that. I'm going to go to my stuff. I love it because I'm about to show you. I have created multiple ideas, multiple programs, and it saved them all for me. So I have the old school Remedy logo I haven't updated yet. Email campaigns, social posts, designs. You can browse, you can try different things like flyers, you can create something on your own. And man, it's amazing. So we're gonna wait for it to load up. So the background I have for the weeds right here, our Sunday service, church online. You see flight school, Bible study. These are everything. When I did the revival for me, Pastor Chadwick Cannon, Pastor Terrence, TK Rogers, this is what I used to create it. When I did my remark for a little while, Mother's Day, prayer, Palm Sunday, the church drive up. This is an amazing resource because you can pick something and edit it and customize it to how you want to do it. And so basically you would just go ahead and you could browse it. So I'll put like church. Click on it, church. It will pull up. And it's different templates and ideas. So join a Sunday. These right here with the video camera in the top corner, those are live digital videos. So you can actually play those videos as you create it, slide by slide. Bible study, Zoom Bible study, programs. Let's keep in touch. All these different tools. Let's see if I highlight that. The different fun backgrounds. So as I hold it, as you see it right now, the worship is falling down on it. I'll go to this one. The background's lighting up and illuminating. Let's do worship. See the sun. So you can click on these things and create them and customize it. So I'm not going to do a video. I'm just going to take this one right here to show you. Just click on it. Loads up the screen. Tells you what it is. It tells you the author who created and designed it so you can get credit for it. You do customize. It brings you to this option right here, what's downloading what you picked. Okay. So it loads the whole thing for you, puts it up, and you can just drag and drop and take from it. And I also like because in the corner, you'll see in a minute, it has the different details like if you want to upload your photos, we have custom videos or custom pictures and the font and all that stuff. So I was waiting for it to load up. Boom. You put music in the background. You can change the text. You can change the layout. You can change the art. You can change the background. You can change the side. You can put it on Instagram. You can change the color. You can edit it. Cool thing is, once you do all that, these tops at the bottom, you can download it. And there's an option for you to invite others to look at it and help you. So if you have someone on your design team, you can actually create something, invite them to it. You guys have access. redesign it, save it. And then once you're done, you download it, and then also you can actually publish it. So you click the publish button, which is right here. It'll ask you for Facebook, it'll ask you for YouTube, it'll ask you for Twitter, it'll ask you for everything. You can just go ahead and post it. So sometimes y'all see the pictures on Facebook. I created it in this program, and I went to upload, and you get to type the message and type the name how you want it, and just put it in there. It's really cool. So it's just one tool. Another tool I use is Canva. Whatever, quick. Ooh. You can see in purple, I've been here several times at Canva. Canva is phenomenal. Right here. It has more up-to-date features, programs. A lot of our music videos you see when I play from the intro video, you can create intro videos from here, which is really, really cool. Really, really cool. So you do it for free, basic. And so it has different things you can do in different setups and programs. So I actually have an account. So Canva is another good one. Very good. All right. Okay, last thing I want to show you guys, and we'll be done. I thank you for being here 32 minutes with me and taking your time. Last thing I want to show is I want to show you how you can get a free email account through Google. Not just an email, but a website. So as it loads up, if you go right here, got my Remedy Church. I do a lot of stuff with Google. It's really cool. All right, and so if you click this little box right here, you'll see an icon that says business, my business. I want to let you know, Google will give you a free business website, okay? And I'm showing you ours right here so you can know. I can put posts, I can put infos, I can do insights, I can do messages, I can do products, I can add users. And this is the basic one we had. I could put the area destination that we like to use, Monticello, Perry, and Tallahassee, because they're surrounded by each other. COVID update, talk about your office and your hours. It tells me how many people have viewed me on the map. Search views is up. It tells you, so we had 306 views, 169 searches, and 112 activities. And it tells me from previous months, the map views went down because we changed our location on the map. And right here, you can actually have advertisement for free. Google has a platform where if you're a non-for-profit, especially churches, you can get a free business account. And you can put your stuff on the map. And so right here, the customized business email, post for yourself on the map. We had a 5-star rating. I can add a manager, full access to the business. And so the website, I can click on that. I can customize it. I can change it. So it's actually going to say the name of our website, which you can change at any point you want to, and it gives you tips. So right here, if I want to change it to remedychurchcog.com, for 1 year, it's $12 to buy. I will tell you why that's phenomenal. A lot of time when you want to have names like .com, .org, domain names, they cost more than $12 a year. Because we set up an account as a non-for-profit with Google, we're able to get that still. Right now, but because we're not paying for that yet, we're remedychurchcog.business.site. That's still good. If you know Wix.com and other places, they'll put at Wix and different things because it's a business site and it's on Google. So this is just a basic template. Something we just did at the time. Reconnect, retweet, do these things. The cool part is, though, if you get tired of it, you can go right here into the box again. If you scroll down, there goes your Google Meets I told you about. You can do it from there. They have Hangouts, Classroom. So if you want to do a classroom online, right there in Classroom. The catch is the person has to be invited who does not have a Google account. So if people in your congregation, your friends, families have Gmail account, and you send it to them, they log in, they just put their password in and straight in the classroom. If it's an outside source with like an Apple, which is a .us, or Apple, or Bing, or Live, or Outlook, or Yahoo, or Ymail, you have to give that access to that domain. Google Earth, Google Ads. Google Ads gives you, if you're a non-for-profit, so many, like I think it's like maybe like $50,000 of free advertisement if you apply. DocuSign is on here as well. Jamboree, which is music, blogger, book, slides, and also podcasts and sheets. So I'm going to show you what it looks like after we did it. I'm going to go to google.com again. I'm going to type in Remedy Church COG. Now this is good because for instance, if you want your name to show up in a search engine, you usually have to pay. But because you have a free Gmail account and a free business account, when I click on Remedy COG, it brings up my past history with Remedy COG Monticello before I went online. It shows my Facebook. Now look, when I typed in our name, the first thing that popped up was our Facebook. So this is the Facebook account we have right here, Remedy COG. That's us. This is another Remedy church. It's a different one, and they're actually in North Carolina. But you see we're number 2. Usually what they have right here is they pay for that advertisement. You have to pay to have your slot up there. I didn't have to pay. But since I knew the specific name, it popped up. So if I click on this, it'll take us to our Facebook page. But if you go over here, currently right now, there goes a new logo, Remedy COG. It tells me the area. See, Tallahassee, Perry, and Monticello's in the middle. Photos, our phone number is on here. Sorry. Our phone number is on here. COVID-19, the times of our services, our mission and vision statement, Facebook profile, which we updated. And if you scroll over here, what I found out is once I created that account for Gmail, localprayers.com, YouTube, there's our Remedy YouTube. So I want you to see, when I typed in the church's name specifically, first thing that came up, well, not the first, the second on the list is our Facebook page. Then there's somebody else's in, I think, Minnesota. Here are our recent videos. These top 2 right here. This is another one, 2019. This is our YouTube from 5 days ago. So if you're showing somebody, because I have a free business account through Google, remember Google also has a partnership with YouTube. And so now I have to say, hey, go to Remedy COG, Church COG, and then boom, I can show videos. You have to pay nothing. And then right here, it says the business site, which is our website, and then the YouTube channel, and then local prayers. And then down here, if you look, it has all the other 2 and 3 images of what we put out for the post. And look, we're the first one on the page. So yeah, I have one person above me that paid for advertising. That's why they're there. But I didn't have to pay for this one. I didn't have to pay for these. I didn't have to pay for this one here. I had to pay for this either. And there goes my YouTube. So I'm telling you, you basically go to, I'm gonna go do it right now. Google Business. For Google Business non-for-profit. All right. So you want to go down right here, G Suite Nonprofit Resource Center. You go ahead and you click on that, and then basically it tells you what to do and how to set it up. So got that done. Click on. All right, the last thing I'll show you, and I'm truly done. I believe I can show what I'm doing. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So it looks kind of weird and trippy because you're looking at what I'm doing behind the scenes. This is called StreamYard. Amazing program. Very cool. This is what I use to run my Facebook and my YouTube. So if you look in this top corner right here, I have my personal Facebook Live right now. I have the regular Facebook Live right now. I have the YouTube. I'm in the broadcast. We've been in the broadcast for 41 minutes. Down at the bottom, I can have it to show myself, two guests, multiple guests, screens, cameras. I'm doing the screen share right now so you can see me. And then on the side, these are the overlays, the logos, the background. So if I want to do an overlay, I would click it. There's my overlay. I want to put something on my face. It's on my face now. I want to do music videos, what it may be. Also, my banners and branding. So like right here, if I were to say at Remedy CLG, follow us on Facebook, now you see it's going across the screen. So when you see me guys preaching and teaching, I have this behind the scenes too. And it's so amazing because like right now I'm talking to you. I'm on three different platforms. I'm on three programs right now. I'm on my personal Facebook page, the Remedy page, and the Remedy YouTube. And I'm only recording one video. Usually I have to do multiple platforms, as well as I didn't have to do a stream key. So people who know about streaming, when you do like a Zoom, or like I said earlier, sometimes when you share it, say you want to do social media, it asks you to share first. Then you get an opening by YouTube and Facebook, and then it says find the stream key, and you click and it loads up. All I had to do was connect my two Facebook accounts and my one YouTube account, and that's all I do is I click broadcast and end. One video from the webcam right now as I'm looking into it, hi, not multiple, okay? So I'm going to stop that. So this was a test run to kind of tell you about different free resources you have for your ministry, how anybody can use it. And I've always wanted to help people because even when I started ministry, some people helped me. But these are free tools and resources. This was just a test run. I'm trying to put something together in the near future where I want to help people understand what they can use. And so I gave you guys a couple tools. I was just praying about it. And I thought I'll just share a couple things that you can do to increase your ministry. There's a lot of free resources out there. You got to take the time to read it and study it. So I thank you guys for being up with me for 43 minutes. I know it's a lot. I thank you for being patient. But I just wanted to share this. Please, if you know anybody, share this video. Please share the video so you have these free resources. Share this video so they can help understand. There's going to be a couple more videos probably in the future. We'll see. But I just want to thank everybody for their time. So be blessed, y'all.